Everyone raise your ya.
Raise your ya.
In 3, 2, 1. David didn't clap. David, did you clap?
Did you say clap?
I thought it was
Yeah, she said 3, 2, 1.
I wasn't looking. I was raising my yaya.
She said 3, 2, 1.
I wasn't trying to. I wasn't looking at anything. Nothing.
Quite a
didn't say
while
clap.
after the clap too.
I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear shit.
All right, we're going to raise our yas in 3, 2, 1. Okay. That was insane. So now we've had 2 people. We've had Tanner and David who have had faulty claps. It's now only me and we'll count Woolsey and Paris as 1 because only one of you
Mine's
claps
like
each
half.
time, and then we have Corey.
I wasn't looking at the
Yeah,
camera.
and
when
mine's like
direction was
obvious. Like I
given.
never fuck up a clap.
Tanner's was pretty bad when that happened.
I just wasn't ready.
No.
No.
Welcome back, everybody, to Blunder Dungeon. This is episode 13. Wow.
Wow.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah, everyone drink water right at the start.
Y'all mind if I eat during
Hydrated.
this?
It would match every other time we filmed with you.
Well, that's true. That is Corey's brand. Oh,
Whoa. You open
Diamond-
carry like that?
diamond rare pull, Corey.
Damn.
Rare pull.
Tell the Odd Pod listeners what you just did. He's doing it again. Holy shit.
This is taking a really
Shiny.
Holy shit. Oh
It's a
my-
god pack.
oh
It's a
my-
god pack.
Fuck.
But for the audio listeners,
Oh,
the-
was that Shroomish?
Bulbasaur.
Kangaskhan.
Oh.
for the audio listeners,
That's the
Corey is
professor
doing
from
something
Violet.
very, very, very offensive.
I
This,
could describe it to you. Cameron, just bleep whatever I'm saying right now. It's just a
Right.
one long
3,
bleep.
2, 1. Raise your ya.
Raise it. Okay, but like I was gonna say bleep whenever I was describing you.
Oh, you
bleeping,
wanted me
so
to
just
bleep it
that
as
part.
you were just okay, yeah. Oh, this is such a great start to episode 13 of this podcast, where now we all
Unlucky 13.
now we all start together and record together. How awesome is that? I am Cam.
That's so awesome.
I'm Cam. I'm the DM, and I'm here with Woolsey.
My parents are in a tree, and my name is Benny C.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Spoilers.
Let's carry that energy. It happened last episode. Paris. I'm here with Paris as well.
Allison Jane, and I'm in pain.
Interesting.
Nice.
And we'll go with Tanner. We're also here with Tanner.
Gradient T Adrian, and I'm in a stadium.
Ooh.
You're
Slam?
okay.
Also
Or-
kind of
yeah,
are
right.
a stadium. Right.
Well, Allison, you're not really allowed to talk because you changed your name. Your
What?
name is Allison Chains.
Yeah, it's
I'm
changed.
in pains. I'm in pains.
Oh.
Multiple pains.
You didn't
Oh,
catch that?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
It's her name is French actually, so she doesn't pronounce the S.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is that how French works?
My actual name.
We're also here with David.
I'm Mavros. If you mess with me, you'll be seeing dose. You'll be seeing double. Seeing double.
Oh,
Next.
Nice.
Next up.
I actually had a whole other intro that I was gonna test out, but then I had to fit this format, so we'll try that one out next episode.
All right, we'll start with you.
Cameron,
we'll start
I-
with you next time.
I did as well.
Are you serious? Wow,
I
everyone.
had a new motto. I was gonna
No,
try.
I had one lined up off a
Little
rip.
motto.
All right, and we also, since he interrupted me, we have going last. We have Corey.
I'm Knack, and I'm back. Knack the stripper, never been chipper.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
like the first one.
All right, and let's get into it because
Oh, wait.
Woolsey does or doesn't have to pick up his boss anymore from the airport.
Does not. No. He said he is getting an Uber and he has his reasons.
All right. Last time on Blunder Dungeon, Benny and Allison left the Orcish coast and the mysteriously abandoned capital city of Kura. They arrived at Vishvam and headed into the fog with Raylene, one of the swordsmen of the Stormwind Pirates. They arrived at SparkleLand, where they found what appeared to be Benny's parents, bound to a roller coaster car whipping along a steel track. They also found their companions from the Chanam Once You auditions, Nak, Mavros, and Gradient. The group failed to stop the roller coaster and uncovered an etching in a stone that showed 5 humanoids holding hands in a circle. The group joined hands and suddenly felt the strange energy that had been growing inside of them since the audition leave their bodies and converge in the center of the circle, forming a being made of golden energy that a smug Yemi introduced as Gravros the Reedwater. The creature fought the group but lost and became a beam of light that shot off into the night. And I will set the scene of where we are now. Woolsey and Paris, this may be new to you, but when I do the intros, Corey and Tanner don't listen. Instead, they do sign language that the audio listeners wouldn't be able to hear anyway. So it's kind of just like compounding bad things that they do. Let me share.
Hey, at least we don't do gang signs.
Are we separating again this episode?
Yeah.
Are we separating, going our separate ways?
Yeah, everyone.
We immediately
I haven't
split
said
up.
anything,
Yeah.
but we're actually, everyone's going their own way, and we're doing 5 different recordings, 15 minutes each.
So I'm free on Mondays.
Nice, yeah.
I have 3 30-minute windows.
My calendar's updated, so just grab time.
This is an escape, Corey. Please let it be an escape.
Anything tentative, feel free to schedule over.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, just request
That's enough,
all hours
Corey.
of the
That's
day.
enough,
I'll see
Corey.
if I
That's
can make
that's
it.
that's
We're
enough,
literally boiling the ocean right now.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Corey. Don't delve.
What that mean? Y'all remember that? we
got like
can't
a-
keep getting off topic.
That's a
We could
glue factory
Oil
for you.
the ocean.
Put a pin in that one. Let's circle back.
Yeah.
Oh, because you can't.
All right, so we're putting a pin in that, and right now we're moving on to the aftermath of what happened last episode. So to set the scene, right now, this is the situation. The roller coaster is still screeching along the tracks at an increasing velocity. Smoke is pouring out between the wheels of the cart. Bax is wrapped around a camera orb, which is floating and writhing, trying to get away. If anyone remembers, there was an uncovered camera orb. Cooper
Where is
F.
that on the map? Sorry.
So
trying
I'm
to get
gonna
my
zoom in
bearings.
because it's
My boy.
It's a little. So this is the camera orb right here.
Okay.
And
that's
this
Bax.
is Bax.
I see it. I see it.
Yeah. You know the vibes. I'm actually probably not gonna zoom in. So everybody, okay. Cooper F, the slug in the jar, has rolled into the fog.
Oh my god.
Y'all do not currently have eyes on Cooper F. He didn't roll into the fog that long ago.
That has to be priority.
Now there's no way that will bite us later.
So that is where we are now. I will say, as y'all stand and breathe post battle, the lights of the last attraction turn on with a chunk, and you see bumper cars.
Hooray!
Shotgun.
There's carnival music that's mixing in with the screeching of the roller coaster and the mechanical creaking of the camera orb, creating this like eerie cacophony. And we are still currently in initiative, since this camera orb has entered the fray. I was gonna look and see who is up, but I forgot. Does anyone remember who killed the last, the second little creature last time? Anybody remember?
I remember somebody shot me.
That was
might have been
Gradient.
me.
I think Gradient killed.
It
Might
might
have
have been
been.
Benny.
It might have been a
Let's and say it was.
magic missile.
Yes,
Oh,
I do think
yeah.
it was a magic missile.
Yeah.
It was a crossfield snipe. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The missiles that always hit.
Yeah, indeed. So right now, it is Knack's turn. Knack, I've described the situation to you. If you were listening, you should know. You should have a good idea of what to do. Well, you can do whatever you want. I'm saying you should. If you were listening, you should understand the situation. Knack, you are currently by the carousel.
I go to try to ride the bumper cars.
Okay, great. So you're taking a dash action to the bumper cars.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then flipping off Gradient as I pass him.
25,
Damn.
30, 35,
Because he
40,
shot
45.
me.
No, but you
Oh,
really that I
60.
didn't.
It really got-
accident.
No, I thought I passed the check.
No.
Was that in the notes?
That was not in my notes. But
No, proceed.
I think Knack
Ignore
is
that.
allowed to flip off Gradient. Knack, you do not quite make it to the bumper cars since it's on the polar opposite side of the amusement park. But I think
yeah.
I think we can all agree it was a turn well spent. Do you have a bonus action that you want to take?
I flip off Gradient with my other
Yes.
hand.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's so sick.
Good
That's
gameplay.
great.
That's just great gameplay right there.
Fucking immersive as fuck. Sorry.
Cool.
Sorry.
Oh no! Sorry. Trust me, this is worth it.
Sure.
I mage hand flipping him off.
This is
That's
an actual
awesome.
production, Tanner.
That's
What
awesome,
Are you
that's awesome.
doing?
Tanner, stop!
That's insane.
At the end of the
It's
day,
gonna
it's
throw off the.
no. Did he switch? He didn't switch places for me, so it's not a big
Oh.
deal. But please don't do that anymore.
Wait, I didn't switch places, did I?
No, that's what I'm saying. You didn't, but please don't do it anymore. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
After Knack's turn, that is Raylene. Raylene is kind of freaked. She kind of steps back from this camera orb that has just appeared and looks over at Benny and Allison, who she knows. And she kind of looks at y'all and says, "What is this?"
It's a camera. It's been
What?
following us. They've been invisible.
Should I attack it?
Yeah, I got to deal with my parents. You just do what you think is best.
Well, keep it. Don't destroy it, but maybe if you can grab it.
Oh, okay. And she goes and helps Bax with the grapple check. Like she wraps her arms around it as well. That is the camera orb's turn, but since it's joining initiative in this round, I think it skips its turn. Is that how it works? Anybody know? No, let's say it
Yes.
doesn't. It is going to take a bite attack at Bax.
A bite attack.
No.
Bite attack, indeed.
What a camera.
It does have a little.
What does this look like?
Well, it's
it-
like the shutter is really teeth.
Well, it has a little mouth that it unhinges. I will say.
Ah.
It was biting. It bit y'all before when you fought it.
Little slut cam.
It got an 18 to hit.
That hits. Backs, right?
It does hit. Yeah, it is biting at Bax and does 2 piercing damage to Bax.
Tank that.
That is. Oh, and I'm at the end of at the end of his turn. Can it try to get out of the grapple? Probably can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Strength, like opposed strength.
Yeah. Let's make an opposed strength, but Bax can make it with advantage because Raylene is helping.
Cool.
Thing got a 5.
Ah. Uh-oh, I lost my d20. Can I use yours? 8.
Cool. Bax stays grappled onto this camera orb. That is Mavros. Your turn. You are a little bit south of that tussle. You are like by the carousel, in between the carousel and the stone in the center of the park.
If I went to the carousel, could I still shoot my short bow from the carousel?
Yes, of course. Going to the carousel would be your movement.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Are you like you're mounting a horse or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm aiming
Sweet.
from a horseback.
Mavros jumps onto a horseback and waits until the carousel goes around. Are you shooting at the camera orb?
Yes,
Sweet. Yeah, give me an attack roll.
that is a 19,
A 19 hits.
but it only hits for 5.
5 damage. Arrow sticks into the camera orb, sparks a little bit. A little bit of copper plating flies everywhere. Anything else you want to do, Mavros? Allison, you're up next.
I leave a druidic message on the camera orb that says "Leave backs alone."
Okay, very nice. That is Allison. Your turn.
Wait, do you know? Did you meet Bax already?
Yes,
All of y'all have
the
met
second.
Bax.
I think
He
I
was in the
know
waiting
like
room.
Bax before I met Allison.
Bax liked
Mavros.
Mavros, I think.
Hell yeah.
Is
Allison, just to put you in just to place you, you are by the roller coaster currently.
okay. I'm gonna shout out, Yummy.
There is no response. Yemi hasn't talked to y'all in a while.
Oh, asshole. Okay,
Rat bastard.
never mind. I was gonna try and like get him to stop it with the camera. Oh, I don't know what to do. How do I help? Sorry.
Okay.
I guess I will. Is Benny near me?
Benny is right next to you.
Benny, what's your plan? How are we gonna help your parents?
Am I next in the initiative?
Benny, you are not.
Okay.
Gradient is.
My plan was to kind of take apart my sling and try to slow the roller coaster down.
Okay. I'll just attack the camera then
Cool.
and try and destroy it.
Cool. You want to? How are you going to attack?
I will use my daggers and I'll run up to it. Am I close enough to run up to it?
Can you take your dash as a bonus action? If you take your
Yes.
dash as a bonus action, then you can.
Cool. I'll do that.
Yeah, you get up to the camera orb and give me an attack roll.
Oh no. 8.
If it's grappled, you don't roll with advantage, right? It just rolls with disadvantage on other people.
I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's like writhing around with Bax and Raylene holding it down, and it's like moving around so much that you can't quite get it with your dagger.
Dang.
That is going to be just like the general lair action. The roller coaster picks up a little bit of speed. It's sparking, it's smoking. Benny, your parents look scared. Gradient, that's your turn with Benny on deck.
So I'm on this log over here. I'm
You
assuming
are
I was
on the
riding
log
it.
run. You are on the log run, yes.
In reaction to Knack, I'll probably, show some gestures. And I like kind of like remember some stuff. And I like check my pockets and I'm like, fuck! Where's Cooper F?
You do remember that you did throw Cooper F at Benny and Allison across the park. You know where Cooper F is.
I immediately get off the log and fly towards the fog.
Okay.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, he's coming to help me.
Let him cook.
Are you
Oh.
are you taking like a dash action in the air, Gradient?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 100 feet.
Yeah, you are not quite able to make it all the way to the fog because the log run was on the exact opposite side. Knack and Gradient have both taken actions that involve going to the polar opposite sides of the park and using their entire action to not quite even get to the places that they need to go to.
Hey, Benny, how's it going?
Need?
Not good.
Hey, I would try to stop that roller coaster. And scene.
I hope
That's the end of my turn.
Good job.
Gradient, you all never see or hear from Gradient ever again.
Just looks for Cooper F. And
the slug is faster than him.
Anything else you want to do, Gradient? I believe you still have a bonus action.
My bonus actions are Hunter's Mark. So no.
Okay. That is Benny with Knack on deck.
Okay, I am going to try and climb up onto the coaster again.
Okay, give me an athletics check to climb up.
It'd be really nice if someone could fly me up there, but that's not at my disposal right now. And I'm okay. You said athletics?
Yes.
It's a 9.
9 is so close. I'm gonna say you climb up. You're like able to get. You like climb up. You're scrambling a little bit. You're slipping a little bit. You're able to get about halfway up.
Okay.
So if you wanted to use like your full action to get up to the top of the roller coaster, you could roll again. Or if you wanted to take your action from like halfway up the stanchion, like the legs of the roller coaster, you could do that.
Okay, I'll take my full action to get up on top.
Give me just another athletics check to make sure you don't fail horribly.
15.
15. Benny, you clamber up and you're able to get to like the very edge of the railing. The cart is whipping towards you. You've used your action, your bonus action, and I'm assuming you don't want to use a movement, right?
Right.
Okay, so that is going to be your turn as
I'm
you
just
watch.
leaving with my fingers on the track.
Okay, got it. So you're dangling.
Right.
Okay, and you're watching the cart barrel towards you, but your fingers are out of the way. Knack, that's your turn.
Never play bass.
Knack is just, oh my god. Knack is gonna like turn and like notice Gradient flying over, and then in turn kind of like see the roller coaster speeding up, and then kind of get over his excitement of the bumper cars.
Sure.
Sure.
And then is gonna, hey Gradient.
1 sec.
Hey, come back. I have an idea.
1 sec. Let me just. I'll be right back.
Trapezes.
Is this gonna take a long time?
Grab my feet. I run towards like where under Gradient and like do a handstand signifying that he should grab my feet.
Okay. Do you want to
Okay.
take your whole dash action to get over to where Gradient is?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're like directly under Gradient right now. I'm gonna say like based on the way that combat goes, like you got to the bumper cars, you saw Gradient flying over you, and you like ran underneath him as he was flying over you.
I'm just like yelling up.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cool. Do you want to take a bonus action or anything, Knack?
How high is Gradient?
Up to Gradient.
I was
30
just like
feet?
10 feet.
Nice.
I didn't. There was no reason to fly high.
I use my mage hand as a bonus action and like slap.
In the vase?
Well, yeah, no.
If it helps, you didn't need to do that. I heard you.
Oh no! I make a mage hand and point, just like point.
Oh, like an indicator?
Yeah.
Yeah, like okay, cool.
What is that?
What is that?
Knack just pinged himself. Okay, That is Raylene's turn. She is gonna just continue to hang on to this orb. But she's gonna look at you, Allison, seeing that you were stabbing at it, and be like, "Do you want me to stab at it?"
I guess I changed my mind.
Okay. And she is going to let go of the orb and take a swing with her sword. And she misses with a 2. She actually gets 2 attacks, so she's gonna take. And she is going to hit on that one for, let's say, 8 damage. Swung at it with her short sword. That is the camera orb's turn with Mavros on deck. The camera orb is going to once again. Camera orb is going to cast. By the way, Mavros is on deck. The camera orb is going to cast a confusion ray at Allison. Allison, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. This doesn't count as being charmed, does it?
It does not.
Oh no, not one.
Allison,
To a bad start today.
you are confused.
No. Does that mean Bax is confused too?
No. I'm gonna say no. Because
Cool.
in general, y'all, like, unless you're looking through his eyes, y'all act as
Separate entities.
So you can't take reactions until the end of your next turn. And then on your turn, you can't move. But we'll get to that on your turn. The camera orb is also going to shoot a paralyzing ray at Bax. So give me a Constitution saving throw for Bax.
He has advantage on saving throws against spells or magical effects. Does this count?
It definitely does.
12.
A 12 fails.
Ah.
So Bax is paralyzed. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's a difference between the confused condition, and the confusion spell. I think. Anyway.
That's confusing.
Indeed.
Good.
So Bax is now paralyzed.
Awesome.
So Bax is essentially incapacitated. Since
Y'all
Bax,
doing okay over there against that little robot?
What?
This is a camera, right?
Okay, that is going to end the camera orb's turn. That's Mavros' turn. With Allison on deck.
Can I sense a wider objective to being on this carousel if I did like a perception check or an arcana check?
Give me like a what are you looking for? Can you describe it?
I guess I'm trying to see if it's somehow connected to the symbol on the stone.
Okay.
I'm getting the larger thought is it's a trial of some sort. These attractions.
Give me an investigation check.
14.
You don't necessarily see anything that links this carousel to the stone in the middle of the park.
Okay. I'll keep going around to see if anything happens, and I'll shoot the short bow again, just in case.
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
It's a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And a 7 for damage this time.
Cool. Another arrow sticks out of the camera orb. Anything else you want to do, Mavros? I'm going to say that investigation was a bonus action. So you could take your movement if you wanted, but it sounds like you want to stay on the carousel.
Yeah.
Cool. Allison, that is your turn with Gradient on deck.
So what kind of confusion?
Oh, right. You are going to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within range. That's 3 creatures. That is Bax, the camera orb, and Raylene. So just roll a d6 to see which one you attack.
Okay. 1.
That is Bax.
No.
So Allison,
Brutal.
your vision is spinning.
That's so sad.
Bax
Kicking
is
your dog.
paralyzed. roll with advantage on Bax as you attack Bax.
Just a general melee, like an unarmed strike, or
No,
like
use
with
your
my
dagger.
dagger.
You're holding a dagger. They're all like morphing into one in your vision, and you swing your dagger.
Yeah, this is the fun confusion. Stab.
Would have been a 5, but it's a 10 because it's my dagger, which does not hit Bax.
You
Oh wait,
miss.
not with advantage. Sorry.
Oh, right.
13, which also does not hit.
Oh
Bax.
my God, Bax somehow. Allison is stumbling around, swings, misses Bax.
The telepathic link is too strong.
Indeed.
I accidentally punched myself in the face.
And I do believe that your confusion is over at the end of your turn.
As soon as you punch yourself.
As soon as I punch myself.
Yeah. And I have already explained this to Benny and Allison, but for everyone who hasn't seen one of these things before, or one of these things fight, they have like these stalks with eyes shooting out of like the ball, basically, and it shoots rays out of each of its eyes, like out of different eyes. So that's kind of what's happening. That is the lair action. The roller coaster goes even faster. In fact, it now has flames coming out of behind the wheels. So it's smoking, sparking. Benny,
How
as
have we
you're,
not handled this yet?
as you're dangling from the roller coaster, you feel like the heat of the flames like kind of singe your fingers as it flies past you. Gradient, that is your turn with Benny on deck. Gradient,
Okay.
Knack is underneath you, asking to be trapezed and mage hand indicating his location on the map.
I fly Gradient, kind of like reach my hands down because I guess he's doing a handstand.
Wait, you're doing a handstand, Knack?
Yeah, signifying to grab my ankles like
Cool.
a trapeze artist.
So I'll
Please.
grab his ankles
Cool.
and then fly. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are we going? Hurry up! I have shit to do.
Benny, don't worry, we got this.
Okay, I fly over.
Who the parents? Wait, actually, I just point
the
with my
parents?
mage hand. It's just,
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I go where he's pointing.
Cool. We're going to do it this way. Both Knack and Gradient give me an acrobatics check, and we'll take the higher one since you're doing a dual trapeze act.
23.
17.
Gradient, you are able to grab Knack by the ankles with momentum. You're able to swing him and toss him through the air. Knack, what are you doing in the air as you're being thrown?
Whoa. He's not. Gradient, did you throw me? I meant
No,
like
I was
we're
just,
flying
I
over.
think the intent was to like fly over, match the speed of the roller coaster.
Oh, you're dropping him into the cart?
Well,
Is that what you wanted to do?
He would grab the parent one at a time.
Oh, you're grabbing the parents out of the
Yeah.
cart. Okay, sorry.
I
was
think
confused.
that would be safer.
When you said trapeze, I instantly
Yeah.
thought that you were being tossed. Okay, which
It was
you can
confusing.
grab one parent, Knack. Well, we're actually going to wait for your turn. But Gradient, is there anything else that you want to do as you're flying Knack over the cart as it's going?
Well, I was gonna ask, but this kind of happened to. Does ensnaring strike, like, would that be a thing that could stop the cart?
What's the language?
Grasping vines appear on it, and they make a strength saving throw, or they have a restrained condition.
I will say that if you shot the cart, you could have the vines maybe like try to wrap around the cart and the tracks. However, you're holding Gradient by the ankle, or you're holding Knack by the
I'll do
ankles
that
right
next.
now.
I'll do that
Okay,
another turn.
cool.
I'll just do. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the camera, assuming I'm close enough, 90 feet.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Because, and I think I have to say, I will not. That ends my turn.
That ends Gradient's turn, and we are on to Benny with Knack on deck. Benny, you're dangling from the side of the roller coaster track. You see Knack and Gradient flying over your parents. Knack is reaching down to grab them. What do you want to do?
Can I look? Are they like tied into the cart?
They're tied into the cart. They have their hands are bound to like the little hand hold thing that's in front of them. They have gags, and like their mouths are kind of gagged.
So I really don't think that they're going to be able to just be lifted out of the cart.
Not necessarily. They're bound to the cart right now.
Okay. I'm going to I'm going to pull myself up and try and take my idea is to take my sling,
Okay.
which is stretchy, and take it apart, and try to either wrap it around a branch,
Okay.
or something like that, and hold it and try to bungee the next time the cart comes around.
Cool. The cart comes around. You tie it to a branch, which I think is readily available since the roller coaster is wrapping around the tree. You tie it to a branch, and like you're standing on the edge of the track trying to bungee it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Give me as it comes around, Knack, you're reaching down for either which one are you reaching down for first, the mom or the dad?
Whoever's closest, we'll just say the mom.
Okay. Give me like any kind of intelligence check, like maybe an investigation check as you're looking down at the mom.
13.
Okay. Her hands are fully bound to the handhold, gagged. Like you're gonna need to untie her hands to be able to lift her out. And as Gradient is flying you around, following the cart, you see as you round the corner, you see Benny stretching his sling as the cart is moving towards him rapidly. Benny, the cart makes contact with your sling, stretches, you're holding. Give me an athletics check to stop this. It's going to be hard.
Okay. 22.
Damn, Benny, you're holding this sling. Your heels dig into the track. It pulls you, and you your feet kind of slip off of the track, and you're able to like wedge them back in to the next board. And the cart pulls on the sling. The wheels screech, spark. And it comes back with force. Your parents are flung off the track.
Oh my god.
And are flying away.
That's like the Mr. Freeze reverse.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
parents are about to die.
So the cart.
Benny, what the fuck?
Yeah, Nak, as you're reaching down for his parents, then they slow down, you fly past them, then all of a sudden the cart just flies away from you. The cart flies off the track. I am going to say that is Raylene's turn. She is going to take a hack at the well, sorry, Nak. I think I kind of skipped. Do you want to do anything? I skipped your turn fully. It is your turn. The cart is flying away from you right now. Actually, Benny, you low-key have a bonus action.
Here's how.
Well, no. Use your bonus action to wrap the. You use your action.
Yeah.
Nak, what do you want to do? The cart is flying away from you.
So wait. I just want to
into the
understand
cart.
what
Just go
happened
into
with
the
the
cart.
cart. The cart stopped, but the parents, and then it slung back the other way.
The parents are still in the cart.
The parents are still in the cart.
The cart
Okay.
is derailed and it's flying through the air.
Well, I guess Nat can't really do anything just because he's still flying with
Does this make physical sense
Radiant.
that it would get flung back? Yeah, right. It's essentially
What
Yeah.
kind
Benny
of
essentially
sling?
made a slingshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah, just making
yeah.
sure.
It's
When you
believable
say
enough.
Physical.
It's a little cartoony.
It doesn't make physical sense, Gradient? You don't think?
I don't think he would have the strength to do it.
He got a 22.
No, I know. I think the physical. Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
If
the
I
sling
don't
would
think
have
the physics
broken,
don't-
but I mean, it's D&D. We can,
yeah.
I don't think it matters.
Okay,
I
cool.
think it's funny.
I wasn't sure if
The
I was
concept
thinking
is
about
based in real physics.
it. Okay, cool.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
Nak. The cart is
I'll
flying
use-
away from you.
Corey,
I'll
put
use
the
my
finger
turn
Oh, never mind.
to switch my mage hand to point the other way.
Like pointing at
Gradient.
the cart.
Just let
Yeah,
Owen
turn
go
around.
into the cart. Just let Owen go into the cart.
Well, it's not.
The cart is
Near
flying away
us.
from him way too fast for him to jump into the cart.
I don't think I could
Oh.
react in time.
That's true.
I don't know if we can do this. Benny, you killed your parent.
No.
Nak chastises Benny as the cart is flying away. You still have your bonus action, your action, and your movement. You have everything.
I'm gonna stay in Radiant's grasp,
Okay.
so I don't have.
You can hold your action until your next turn if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll hold my action. Can I? Oh, can I hold it until Gradient?
Until Gradient's
Like,
turn?
and then yeah, or like so he can fly and then I can do something.
Sure.
Okay.
That is Raylene's turn. She's gonna take another hack at the camera orb. Her kicks. She hits. Actually, she crits.
Mm.
She's gonna do 16 damage to the camera orb. And it is looking bad. She kind of looks at you, Allison, as like kind of asking, like, should I kill this thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got another one.
She takes and misses. She swings and misses. That is the camera orb's turn. The camera orb is going to open another one of its eyes, cast Wounding Ray at Allison. Make a DC 13 Constitution save, Allison.
No. That's a 5.
You take 16 necrotic damage.
My gosh, this stupid ass camera.
Well, why all y'all attack?
And is Bax still around? Bax is still around, right?
He's still around. He's just was he paralyzed?
Yeah, paralyzed.
He was paralyzed. He's also not. I should have put him in the initiative. But the camera orb is going to cast Paralyzing Ray at Bax. So give me another Constitution save for Bax.
15.
15 passes. Bax.
Yay.
Bax
Yar.
shrugs it off. Mavros, that's your turn. You're still on the carousel.
If I do a dash action, is that a bonus action too?
No,
That,
a dash action would be your full action.
I see.
Allison
Is it 30
gets
extra feet.
Yeah, so you would go 60 feet. Allison gets a bonus action because she's a rogue.
Okay. How far away am I from the cart?
From the cart, you're very far. You would not be able to make it to where the cart is like about to land, even with a dash.
I'm gonna do that plus Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
Ah, cool.
So you can take how far can you go with Misty Step? Anywhere you can.
30 extra.
Oh, 30
Oh
extra.
yeah, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. You
Okay,
can
got
see.
it.
And then I actually need to refill my water real quick.
Yeah, I'll say that you are able to get to like where the cart is falling towards. You're just kind of. Was that your goal to stand like underneath the cart?
I just wanted to like get close to it.
Okay.
Because I haven't done anything. I shot like an arrow and rode a carousel so far.
So are
I
you?
feel like people are doing things.
You're trying to get.
I'm trying to get to the cart.
Do you want to stand
yeah.
underneath where where do you want to stand in relation to where the cart's going to crash?
Just like nearby, so
Okay.
I can approach the debris.
Cool. You are standing nearby. Yeah, you can go fill up your water. Allison, you are up with Gradient on deck.
I think I'm gonna stab at this camera.
Okay.
I'm pretty pissed at it.
Give me an attack.
I'll
roll.
multi-attack. 19.
19 hits, and you are
No.
going to finish this camera orb.
Oh, great. I?
How do you want to kill it?
It has little eyes, right?
It has one big black eye.
Okay, I'm gonna take both my daggers and I want to stab it
Cool.
in its eye.
Spit in it.
Yeah, that too.
Do you say that while you're dangling Knack over the roller coaster?
yeah.
Allison,
Spit in the eye.
Allison
I spit in the eye.
crashes her daggers through this camera orb's big black eye and then spits in it as it sparks, and the red it didn't have a red light, but like the general electrics of the camera orb fade and turn off. The eyes go limp, and this camera orb is dead.
Awesome.
We are still in initiative. Allison, is there anything else you want to do?
Can I dash as a bonus action and get as close as I can to Benny's parents where they're gonna land?
Yeah. That's 60 feet you get for dash.
Yes.
Cool. Allison kills this camera orb, runs towards where the cart is falling in slow motion. That is the lair action. The cart is going to crash into
Can I
the ground.
react
You can react.
and cast Featherfall on
Yes.
my parents?
You cast
Oh, yeah.
Featherfall on the cart.
Ah.
Well, can you cast Featherfall on... What can you cast Featherfall on?
Which you take, choose up to 5 falling creatures. The falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round. The creature takes no damage from the fall. That's all it says. So I'm not sure.
How would it
Since they're
work if they're
trapped in.
tied? Yeah, if they're tied to an
The
object
magic
that
would
isn't
compel
a
the
creature.
object to match the speed of the humans.
The rate of
Maybe.
descent slows to 60 feet per round.
Okay.
So that's, I feel like
I feel like that it makes sense that the whole thing would slow down. So the roller coaster cart is plummeting towards the ground. Mavros and Allison running towards it as fast as they can. Radiant and Knack watching from above the roller coaster. Benny casts Featherfall. Whole thing slows to a halt and comes down gracefully.
Yeah.
Lands on the ground. As it lands, Mavros, you're standing closest to the cart. You watch as it lands softly onto this little gravel path. Carnival music still blaring. This cart is smoking. Wheels are hot. Kind of singes the ground as it lands. Mavros, you watch as this disguise self spell fades, and in the cart sit to zombies.
God damn it.
Oh, we've been duped.
The zombies
On me, friends, on me.
the zombies look at you,
Benny.
and they're still tied in. They're kind of just writhing.
Set them on
as they're
fire.
looking at you.
Wait, Betty, that's not what your parents look like.
Benny, did your parents come down with something fierce?
Were we too late? Are they dead?
No, I would wager that this was a whole prank. This was a whole prank.
Benny, these
Benny, you
these zombies.
moron.
These zombies do not look anything like your parents. You can be confident that these are not. These are like two
the
male
cart,
zombies.
The speech stretched them out. They're unrecognizable. This is like Luke going back and seeing his to Tatooine.
Wait, the on and uncle.
Uncle Owen.
They're stretched out.
I was too late.
I'll say we're out of initiative right now.
Oh, that's not them. Oh, that's zombies.
All right. I've had
We're
enough
out
of
of initiative?
saving these zombies. I'm gonna go get Cooper F real quick. BRB, I toss Corey to the side.
Who?
I mean, Knack.
Can we get a strike system going or something?
Yeah, that's
Knack,
two, right?
Knack, give me a dexterity check as you're tossed.
I'm not like actually tossing. I'm like,
Oh, you're
No,
placing
I can
it?
do it. I can do it.
yeah,
I can do it. I got a 23.
Okay, yeah.
I toss it.
Gradient toss.
I say do a flip.
I do a
toss
flip.
Knack does a flip. Good boy. Knack does a flip and lands on the
No
ground.
one said good boy.
The DM said good boy. Knack does a flip, lands on the ground. And Gradient, you're just taking off into the fog.
Yeah, I say
Knack
BRB.
bows, by the way, when he lands the flip.
You do
and
what?
then salutes
Oh, you bow.
Gradient for the trapeze
I
skill.
Cool.
shit.
Gradient.
As I'm chasing Cooper F.
Gradient shits as he chases Cooper F into the fog. So you'll see Gradient just kind of disappear into the fog.
Can I take out my tinderbox and set the cart on fire?
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do you have anything that would like? You're just like. Do you have any kind of flame? Like, what do you call it?
The
Starter?
tinderbox has
right.
includes like cloth and stuff
Oil.
and oil and like flint. So
So-
I just toss the cloth. And
Allison can
spark.
light anything on fire.
Yeah.
Never
So
doubt it.
Can I?
Mavros and
Minor
Knack, you
illusion.
watch as with practiced hands, Allison methodically douses this cart in oil and then lights it on fire.
Can I minor illusion Benny's voice and like mocking him like my parents are on the roller coaster.
You can, yes.
Hell yeah.
Who's that?
And I use the mage hand at the same time to like
Yeah, flapping lips. Yeah.
yeah.
Bumping your gums.
Cool.
That's an annoying voice.
Is there anything that Mavros or Benny y'all want to do as this cart is set aflame by Allison and Knack mocks Benny?
You know, this whole place is a bit underwhelming. I don't understand why we might have been brought here, it seems.
Maybe we should look around. Where's all this fog coming from?
So
which way did Gradient go?
You want to get the slug.
as Mavros and Knack say that, we are going to cut over to Gradient. Gradient, you are flying through the fog.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nice.
I don't like that there's a map for this.
Gradient, you're flying. I did make this map just because I knew that we would see Gradient here. Gradient, you fly into the fog.
DM called you predictable.
Yeah, I mean, he did put Cooper F the fog. Wouldn't you chase him?
Yes.
How do you want to look for Cooper F? Like, how do you?
I listen.
Oh, you listen. Interesting. Give me
He's probably still screaming.
give me a perception check.
19.
19. You don't hear screaming. It actually appears that Cooper F is trying to make a stealthy getaway. He sees his opportunity. You do
That's
hear
crazy.
the rolling of the jar on grass. Would you like to follow that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. You swoop a little bit lower, and you track this sound down. You do see Cooper F just like inching along, banging his head against the side of the jar, trying to roll as fast as he can. You have located Cooper F.
You little, come here. I swoop with my wing / hand.
Cool.
And I stick him in my pocket.
He, all the screams that he was holding back, he lets loose as you're going. It's just as you click, and he's banging against the sides of the jar. And Cooper F is now in Gradient's possession once more. Or are you
Good boy.
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna return to the group? What's your plan?
Good boy.
I guess, should I look for Lionsgate? Fuck.
Yeah, his name is Lionsgate.
Oh,
What the
Locdreen?
Locdreen, yeah.
You can if you want.
Harris knows his name.
You can
This
look.
has to be.
You can look for him if you want. Give me. How are you listening? Once more.
Yeah, if I don't hear anything.
Give me a perception check.
14.
You do not hear Locdreen.
Okay, I go back to the amusement park.
Okay. Give me a survival check to find your way back. No, I'm kidding.
Holy shit.
Gradient. You see
We
Gradient
really never see
emerge.
Dies in
You
a
hear
fall.
impending doom.
In fact, you Gradient's gone. You before you see Gradient emerge from the fog, you hear the shrieks of Cooper F over the crackling of the zombies in the cart.
I found little Coop. Everyone.
Who?
Excuse me?
Who?
Oh, I forgot you haven't met him yet. Here's Cooper. I throw it back at.
oh my.
In the jar.
Yeah.
Start
and-
screwing.
no, okay. I won't because I don't want it to break because I forgot we had to
cast
roll
Featherfall
to see if
again.
it broke.
I forgot about that too. Yeah, Allison, Gradient presents to you this like massive slug who is just losing its shit in this jar.
Why is he so upset?
He says he wants
Blood. Your blood.
Blood.
Oh. And he's your pet?
I don't know. It's really unclear at this point. He kind of latched onto me at one point, and then something came over me, and then I just
Literally.
pulled him off my neck. But he also killed this wolf or something a while ago that I was trying to save, but I couldn't because he infected it or something. Do you want to see?
Allison takes
go
10 steps
for the
back.
lake? Maybe another time.
Yeah, sure.
I walk over to the rock, I guess. Nice fire, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
As Gradient walks over to the rock, anything anyone else wants to say or do? Are you still standing on top of the roller coaster, Benny?
Yeah, I guess I do a backflip off.
Okay, yeah.
And
No check needed.
crush into the ground.
No check.
Benny does a cool backflip and then does the cartoon thing where his head sticks into the ground.
He sings Moonbeam Ice Cream.
No. Oh, no, I do not sing Moonbeam Ice Cream.
No. No.
Wait, am I the only one that doesn't know what that is?
I don't know what that is either.
That's
We're
like
not
a
going to
thing.
explain.
Yeah, it's not worth explaining.
And so Benny says,
Oh god.
how did Yemi know?
Oh, okay.
How did Yemi know what my parents look like? They look just like them.
They didn't.
That's
I
just
don't
magic
think
on them.
unless your parents look like a fucking undead person.
Well, Benny is
Now,
correct.
Mac-
They did when they were. It was a spell that
Mac, I think
they were
you're being a bit
disguised
harsh.
as Benny's parents. So they
Oh,
did.
yeah, they
at
didn't
one
look like
point, they
this.
did look just like his parents.
Okay. So
Why don't
just
you take
stoop.
5 steps back?
That
Mac.
means he knows what my parents look like. What have y'all been up to? We should probably catch up a little bit. Did you guys get teleported too?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
went to the
did.
mines.
We were in Karoti.
Oh boy, a lot to unpack here. A lot of blood on the hands.
Where were
you
y'all?
know?
Where did y'all land?
We went to the Northern Wastes, and as far as I knew, and Allison, we thought that it was uninhabited, but we found quite a lot of strange creatures and tabaxi folk, and it was quite a ways back here. We traveled a lot. We got a lot done and covered a lot of ground. What about you guys?
Are you familiar with Karoti?
We also did a lot.
We did
You could say we
lot.
focused on
the little
One
man.
We
area.
broke some
Shoulder.
unjust people that were unjustly imprisoned out of jail.
I got this.
we
did
have
Can I
that
hold
in
up my?
common. We
Ethically-
do
My
have that
venom.
in common.
Yeah, Allison shows you
Ooh.
a flask full of venom.
Oh,
You want to trade? I hold up
Absolutely not.
Cooper Africa.
You could say we
Gradient.
also
Don't drink that.
liberated. We also liberated prisoners. However, the ones that we encountered were there quite justifiably.
what do you mean
Yeah,
by that?
Oh,
In
They're
fact,
kind
we
of-
went so
No,
far
I
as to
wholeheartedly
kill all
disagree
the
with you,
guards.
Mavros. There.
Oh,
sorry. You said kill the guards.
That did happen.
We
also-
may
we
or
also
may not
met-
have freed a city from the iron fist of the dwarves.
yes.
Oh, well,
Did
I'm sure
you-
it was necessary?
Did you find the cameras as well?
The
what?
The cameras?
The cameras?
Oh, is that thing you were fighting?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all had seen that camera orb before. It was what was, but you saw it at the audition. You hadn't seen it since.
Oh, but they hadn't seen
Oh,
it.
when they walked in.
Yeah,
When,
like
when-
it followed y'all when you went through your
Yeah,
audition and stuff
yeah.
at SparkleWorks.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you hadn't seen it
that's-
since.
The thing that almost killed you, Allison? That
Yeah,
thing?
well, it was close. Like it was
Inanimate
haven't seen that
object
since
that
the
almost
audition.
killed you.
It's quite animated.
But you haven't seen any other.
Well, we did meet the worst couple of all time and stole their horses. Or I guess paid for them, but like, we took like 4 of them.
Took 3. And your horses are still up on the hill, just kind of observing and eating grass.
Did you say that you obviously? How long has that one been following you?
We caught a different one
The
that was
camera?
following us.
Ah.
I think this one was here at the. Well, I guess I don't know how long this one's been tracking us, but the first time we saw it was here at the carnival.
But we
How
have
does
another
it-
one.
Are they easy to see?
Another one, you say?
No, they hide and then Bax finds them. But the last
yeah,
one
we
tried
don't
to.
have. We do have someone that can fly,
Not
but
nearly that smart.
you know,
Oh, also, we're the change bringers. So
Oh yes, we're the change bringers.
did you know that as well?
Like you or like us
I
as
think-
a collective? Because I don't really like
I
does
think
that
mostly
mean?
us.
I think you.
I think mostly
no,
us.
no. I think you too. She told us where there was a lady and she was
She was a crazy witch.
so annoying.
Who's this Raylene person?
We really are not very attached to them.
We need to take so many
where
steps
is
back.
Raylene in this
Really,
moment?
kind of. She's just kind of standing off to the side. She kind of does.
Not a
stuff up and
change
go, "Oh,
bringer.
I thought.
What does
No,
change
not a
bringer
change.
mean? I need elaboration.
What was
Well-
Lokdreen a part of again?
I was asking
the
the question.
Dole
The
collective.
Dole Blade?
Dull Blade
Dole Blade
Collective.
Collective.
Yeah, y'all hear
Yeah, I
that?
kind of
shit?
forgot about his goal, so I don't think there's anything to dig into it. To
Ooh.
that.
Yeah, you kind of made him run away.
We met a witch,
You
and
were
she
not a part
said
of that.
she said we were the change bringers, and then she told us to find you and how to find you.
Oh, yeah, we were
Oh,
also
so-
we had a lot of plot devices. our adventure as well that were shared with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were actually just on our way to Goshthi to meet with the Dole Glaive Collective.
So I will jump in here and say you did have a lot of plot devices. You just didn't pay attention to them.
Yeah, I figured that was the
I think Mavros
yeah.
probably knows certain plot devices that Gradient and Knack maybe are not quite privy to.
Also, we're here to meet the Dull Blade Collective. I thought, not
Yeah.
we weren't going to Goshthi, right?
I don't
that is
remember
true. That is
why we were meeting the Dole Glaive Collective.
Dull blade.
Dole Blaze Collective.
I don't want to stop recording.
Lokdreen never told you exactly why you were meeting with the Double Collective, just that
Their
you were,
mission's
you
to
were
stop
meeting up with them.
Sparkleworks,
Their mission,
right?
he said, was to stop Sparkleworks. Indeed.
Well, that's big.
Oh.
That's a big deal. So
Oh.
Lokdreen knows Sparkleworks.
Yeah, he was familiar.
But
He was
how?
actually a pretty good source of information, now that I think about it.
And where did he go?
So to recap, because I didn't have this in the recap, I can't remember. I think it was Allison.
Yeah.
You heard fighting in the fog. Raylene had followed y'all towards a SparkleLand, but disappeared. You heard fighting. You ran into the fog and found Raylene fighting against a dwarf who you later realized
That's right.
was Lokdreen. Gradient got involved, and Lokdreen ran away.
Can I send Bax to go? He has keen senses. Can I send him to go scout and see if he can find Lokdreen?
Should we send Raylene just in case?
Raylene kind of steps up and says, well, I came here to kind of help get Benny's parents, but I should probably go back to the...
To help find Lokdreen.
To go... I kind of here with a group,
Yeah.
the Stormwind Pirates.
We've got a ship.
Yeah, the ship is docked off the coast. They're waiting for me to come back.
Yeah, your needs are more important than ours.
That's a cool name you got there.
The Stormwind
Stormwind.
Pirates.
Yeah,
You got any,
I like
you
it.
got any money?
I mean, we have some treasure on the ship.
Care to donate to the cause?
I don't think particularly. Are you in desperate need?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a deception check. Gradient, because you said it first.
15.
15. She'll make an insight check. She says, yeah, I mean, if you're poor, I mean, these two seems like are poor. She points to Benny and Alice and says they were working their way across they couldn't pay for their passage. So they were working their way across the
No
ocean.
gold.
But
I'll tell you what.
what?
Actually, let me run this by my team.
Okay, go ahead.
That
She kind of
seems
steps back.
responsible.
Should we trade her a horse for all the gold that she has?
So I'm going to
She's
step
going
in
on a
here.
boat.
A horse is not worth all the gold that we have.
No, that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Is this the current money she has on her or the money at...
I thought we were talking about the money on the ship. I don't have any money on me right now.
Oh, okay. I go back, ignoring the misunderstanding.
Sure.
So you don't have any money on you?
No.
Okay. I don't know. It seems
We'll
like...
gift you the horse.
Why?
We really
Thank
don't
you,
need a
Raylene.
horse. We don't.
They're
Thank
on
you
a
for
ship.
your help.
We just put like another mouth to feed on the ship. We don't really have anywhere to put it. Y'all can keep the horses.
Accept this horse as my
pirates, you
payments
say.
for the travels.
No,
you're gonna have to take
do
that
not.
up with Debo. It's not really my purview.
Well,
This place that we need to go to find the people who are trying to stop Sparkleworks. Do we need to? Is it where we are, or do we need to travel?
They said,
Like,
they
by
said
boat.
here? Because we wanted to go to Goshthi and he diverted us. He said,
Here.
no, go to the tree. Go to
I
the
think he's a
tree."
rat bastard. That's what I think.
I
Oh,
think
no,
y'all
what
always
that
treat him a bit harsh, and now he's gone right when we have questions that he doesn't answer.
I'm sending Bax to go then.
Okay, what's Bax's speed?
Bax has a flying speed of 40 feet.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. He saved our life.
20 feet of 40.
Yeah.
How far
Okay.
and how far can Bax go away from you?
For his telepathy, 100 feet.
Okay.
But I don't.
Just in general, could he go as far away from you as you
For
want?
my summoning, let me see.
We can just grab the horses and all go if you want.
Yeah, maybe we should try to find.
Yeah, maybe we just go because I
Look,
can't. I don't know. I know we found that somewhere at one point, but
Okay, y'all are gonna hop on horses.
Yeah, let's horse it. Let's hoof it.
Okay, so y'all, as you've been talking, this carnival music has still been going on. The carousel is spinning. The log roll is sitting there. The bumper cars are sitting there, but they have music playing. It's still dark. Sun hasn't started to rise, but in the darkness, you do see these three horses up on a hill. So Knack and Mavros and Gradient, y'all are going to go get your horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. These are these are zombies, and they are not over here. They're over here, and they are burned alive. Well, not alive.
Certainly not.
where's the fire?
True.
I should always have a fire image locked and loaded.
Just in case.
For Allison. Okay, Knack, Mavros, and Gradient get their horses. There are 3 horses. But in order to get everyone on these horses, we're gonna have to go 2 per horse.
Yeah, but can't David shapeshift? I mean, Mavro.
Mavros
Only for an hour.
could turn into a horse if he really wanted to.
Sure.
Okay. Mavros turns into a horse. Mavros is now a horse. Who wants to ride Mavros?
Okay, I'll take Mavros's horse.
Okay, Benny.
Can I talk as a horse?
No, I don't believe you can.
You don't know my horse's name then.
I can't speak with animals.
On
What's
the
your
horse.
name?
You know,
Mavros?
I minor
Mavros's
illusion and say, shut the fuck up.
Minor
that's a weird
illusion as
name.
what?
Just kidding, I don't do
Oh,
that.
as the horse?
Yeah.
Benny, the horse, looks at you and says, Stuart.
That's not my horse's
Stuart,
name.
that's so cute.
This guy came up and named me, but my name's Stuart.
Wait. Dude, can we tell that the horse is Stuart?
No, it's just talking to Benny.
Oh, okay. Benny, what did the horse say its name was?
Stuart.
That's not it.
There's no fucking way.
I'm gonna take
fucking
this
shot.
straight from the horse's mouth.
I minor or I mage hand and like,
Who?
well, he wanted to do this to Benny, but I don't think Knack would behave like this aggressively to Benny.
I'm a
So
child.
you just,
So never
you just
mind.
think about doing it.
yeah, I think about doing it.
Yeah, we dive
This kid should do
into
some
Knack's
discipline.
imagination. We hear the and the mage hand slaps Benny, and then we are
Goes back
sucked
into
back
reality.
out into reality. And Knack
And I
And then he
blink.
does a backflip onto the horse.
onto which horse? Your horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
The stallion.
So Benny, are you mounting Stuart?
Yes.
Okay, Benny mounts Stuart. What
I'll
did
get
you?
on with Benny.
Okay, Allison gets on with Benny. Gradient, are you getting
Hops
on?
on Tadrina, yeah.
Okay, Tadrina. So Raylene kind of awkwardly shuffles on to Mavros. She doesn't really know you at all.
wait.
Like, I hope this is okay.
Ray,
What?
why are you coming with us?
Well, I was kind of hoping that we're going into the fog anyway. I was kind of hoping that you could, like, on a horse, take me back to the ship. It would take like 3 minutes.
Interesting.
Is that okay? Otherwise, this guy turned into a horse for nothing. Nobody's riding him.
Yeah,
Wait, I thought-
maybe
I
Canada.
take
Oh,
Raylene
Mavros books
home
it.
to the ship.
Okay, Mavros.
Kind of these antics.
Mavros and Raylene book it. Is anyone following them or what? What's happening?
Yeah, we're all going. I'm going.
Yeah.
I trot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone leaves SparkleLand behind.
And my arms around you like you're a child.
Yeah, I'm in front.
This roller coaster cart just burning. Camera orb dead on the ground. Music still playing.
No one grabbed the camera orb?
Somebody can. Do you want to?
Can I grab the?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
something
Allison
from
grabs
it.
the
I
camera
have the other
orb.
one. so-
Stuart,
What?
make a U-turn.
Okay. Stuart makes a U-turn. And they grab the camera orb and head into the fog. So y'all are going towards the where the ship was first, right? Or are you looking for Lokedrine first?
Lokedrine.
I was going straight for the ship.
I think Mavros is leading the way. So.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where the ship
Y'all
is.
can split
though.
up if you want. It's up to you.
Oh, how close is this ship?
Ship is like, it was a 15-minute walk, so on horse is probably like, running on horse probably like 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh, we can just go to this ship. I like pirates.
Okay. Y'all,
Yeah, I want to learn more about these so-called pirates.
They've been very helpful.
y'all book it
Yeah.
into
Yes.
the fog. And you ride through the fog for a little bit, hooves beating against the damp ground in the fog. As you get closer, Raylene's kind of guiding you, Mavros, and everyone's following Mavros as a horse. How do you feel, Mavros, as this is really the first time that you've horsed it?
It feels freeing because I was able to do it prior to the shot. So
Yeah.
I'm like kind of finding my feet again, but in a good way.
Cool. And I will say, because of the trapeze act that fits into both Gradient and Nax backstories so well, they both get heroic inspiration for what they do.
This is what money is.
This is money now.
Y'all book it through the fog, and eventually you can hear sounds of waves crashing as you get closer and closer. You burst through the fog and into the clear night once more. And you find a sudden crowd of humanoids in front of you. Large crowd. Let me get all of you in here.
I thought those were trees.
No.
No.
Whoa.
It's hard home.
Uh-oh.
They could be zombies.
Fire.
Get the fire ready.
Y'all
I've got the
ride out of the fog, and you see this sudden crowd of humanoids. Are you stopping your horses?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Whoa.
Raylene, what are those horses of the humans doing?
Are those them pirates, Raylene?
Y'all pull up to a stop. Raylene looks closer. As all of you look closer, you see that it's a huge group of orcs who are standing. They're standing eerily
take 'em.
still and staring out at the large pirate ship that is bobbing in the water. Some of these orcs are dressed in leather armor, but most are dressed in normal clothes. Each of you give me an insight check.
Should I still do that?
Yeah, you're a horse, but you still have your brain.
Yeah, of course.
No,
Of course.
because you're a horse.
18.
10.
7.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well.
Okay. Gradient and Allison and Benny. You notice that these don't seem like warriors or any kind of army. They look like ordinary townsfolk. And their shoes seem dirty, as if they've walked a great distance. You all look past the orcs, and you see a few figures standing at the edge of the striking tide pirate ship, looking out at the crowd of orcs. Benny and Allison, y'all recognize Debo. Her hands on her hips, watching the crowd pensively. Wooderaj, the second mate, the bugbear, is standing beside her, and Yao Tal, the navigator, is standing beside Wooderaj. They're all standing and looking out at this crowd of orcs, and the orcs are silent. They're not moving. They're just looking out at this pirate ship. Debo looks up and catches y'all's eye. She's pretty far away, but you can tell that she's looking at you. I'm gonna say Allison. She points at you, and suddenly you hear her voice in your head. And you hear her voice say, it seems like they're blocking us from coming ashore. These are the orcs from Kura. I have no idea what they're doing here. There are way too many of them if we were going to fight. So we're just going to take off. Can you tell Raylene that we're going to be in the usual spot?
Can she hear me respond?
No.
I'll give it.
Okay. Allison, you give a thumbs up as the three who are standing on the side of the ship turn around and walk towards the ship, and like sails come down, ship starts to move. What's up?
I think I'll motion for us to like just step back a little bit so I can tell Raylene.
Okay.
Without them hearing.
Cool. Y'all step back. You relay the information to Raylene. Is there anything anyone wants to do in this moment? The orcs have not moved. They're still staring out at the water.
I think we should talk with them.
Yeah. We'll explain maybe like where we went and how they were all displaced.
We can outrun them if we need to.
Oh, you're explaining that to Knack, Mavris, and Gradient?
To Knack, Mavris, yeah.
Okay, Knack, Mavris, and Gradient. Allison basically tells y'all that they went to this orcish village, the capital of the Orcish coast, and found it completely abandoned. There were no orcs there. And these are the orcs that were there.
I think they'd help us.
Why'd they leave?
It didn't seem like they wanted to.
We should find out.
Yeah, I think they'd help us if we don't do anything crazy.
Kura! I'm gonna yell out.
Benny, as you yell that out, they don't move. Nobody moves. Give me a perception check as you're looking.
19.
You notice, interspersed throughout the crowd, a lot of these orcs are holding gourds. And the gourds look just like the gourd that the clan of the Hidden Oasis was drinking out of in the Northern Wastes.
What?
Can I get up, kind of slowly move a little closer?
Yeah. You get up and you slowly move a little closer. What do you want to do as you go closer?
I want to go up to an orc and see if they're like frozen still.
Cool. You go up to an orc. Is there anything you're doing like to interact with them?
I'm gonna poke.
You poke the orc.
Hey, buddy.
The orc really slowly looks at you, and for the first time you see this orc's eyes, and they're solid gold.
Is this just a game of freeze tag?
And that's where we're gonna stop for now.
No.
It's because they raised their
I think that was a yes.
yeah.
Woolsey, I think that was a yes. I think it is freeze tag.
Okay, good. Yeah.
All
You
of these
got the
orcs
twist.
have raised
It's all
their
but confirmed.
Wait, what's Cooper F doing?
We will talk about that next time. Put a pin in that. We'll circle back.
It's the freeze tag where you have to crawl beneath their legs.
Is that a mode?
I think that's
that's
a
a
mode
mode.
that you did.
I didn't do that DLC.
Yeah, it's a Carroll Middle School mode.
Boo.
We don't allow that
opposite
anymore.
side of the tracks.
Yeah. Great.
We run to each other's
West side,
legs
west side.
on the west side.
Strong side.
Thanks everyone for
Left
listening.
side.
Wrong side.
The episodes
Left side.
are definitely slightly more
Blind
chaotic
Left
when
side.
everybody is involved. But hey, isn't that what this podcast is all about?
Chaos?
Everyone,
And as I delve into Delusion, as I near
that's a
the-
great autobiography title. As I delve into Delusion.
Or episode title.
in my solitude.
Episode title. We
In
found
my
our
solitude.
episode title. As I dive into Delusion, an autobiography by David Kent.
I will be there. I will be there.
He'll be at Barnes and
Yeah.
Noble signing copies.
No, I will not. I will be finding a local bookstore.
Very nice.
Oh,
Very
I like
nice.
that.
That's awesome. David did
It doesn't have a
just
Starbucks.
buy dice off Amazon.com.
No, I said no. I don't know if it's on recording or not. I said Amazon has shitty dice.
Let's go.
I didn't order any. I was
Boycott.
looking at Amazon.
And
I like that a lot.
I can do better than that.
Everyone follow the TikTok. We are at time of recording, we're at 372 followers.
We can do a Patreon where they buy us dice, or however Patreon works.
That is exactly how
yeah.
Patreon
Yeah.
works. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't get anything. They just
Not
get
better
dice.
mics.
Dice buying.
Not better
platform.
mics, not better content, just dice.
Dice. We get so many dice. Oh my god.
Certainly not better content.
It's much worse. It's gonna get
This is
so
the
much
best at
worse.
it.
We're gonna get the second our first patron gets involved. We checked out mentally. We're
rolling.
we're rolling in
Take the
it.
money, run.
Yeah.
Money and run.
Yeah, it's a pump and dump, but it's just so that we get one Patreon follower.
One dice.
Yeah. So everyone follow the TikTok, and you know, sometimes I just get so too busy to post on Instagram and YouTube Shorts, but I'm going to do a better job doing that. It's just it doesn't get engagement. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
No
I,
engagement,
Yeah,
no
and
engagement.
I don't care because I'm on TikTok like a normie, you know?
Right. That's the reason why I post on TikTok, because Corey's only on TikTok, none of the other ones.
True.
Yeah, Corey's a promoter.
There was somebody in our TikTok
Delegator.
comments that said boost.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I saw that.
saw that.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of Superman comments. We haven't gotten your reaction.
There seems to be a new meta in our comments where I'm not denying being Lex Luthor.
I wanted to know your thoughts.
I think it's awesome. It's so funny, and I have a hard time believing, like, I had an interaction in the comments where I was like, yeah, I'm Lex Luthor, basically, and then the next day someone was like, I have a feeling you're Lex Luthor. So I think it's becoming like
It's different
a
people
meme.
though.
It is, but I think that the people are seeing the
think it's a
comments
bit.
in the. it's
But you look like
becoming a bit.
young, hot Lex Luthor, like James Gunn Lex Luthor.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for saying that.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Cameron was going internal if you hadn't said that, Austin.
Yeah. I was
Not like animated.
I was
Lex
going
Luthor.
non-verbal for the rest of the episode, which is ending now.
Good.
Break for sponsor.
Done.
Bye. But yeah, that how we're giving back to our listeners is by cramming all of the ads at the end of the episode. We get paid so
Enjoy
little.
30 minutes of extended ads.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Ciao.
Bye.